Yeah, so you start. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
So I'm gonna play Evolving Wilds, and I'm gonna pass turn and crack my wilds at the end of turn to find a swamp. Turn.
Okay. Draw a card, play a swamp, and I think that's it. Yeah. Your turn.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna save some time. Oh fuck! No, I can't. Don't do it that way. Never mind. I'm gonna shuffle up. You're monocolor. You don't have the struggle that I have right now.
No, I know. Yeah.
Having to fix my goddamn mana. Alright, so untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna play a Tamarill Fake Expanse and crack it for another swamp. Pass the turn.
Alright. Draw a card. Play a swamp, obviously. And that's a shame, but it should be alright from next turn. Pass.
Oh, nothing to do?
Nothing to do, no, but it should be alright.
Alrighty then. I'll just shuffle up real quick. Alright, so on top, upkeep and draw. I'm gonna play an island and then tap 3 for a Lord of the Accursed. So he's a 2/3 zombie, which states other zombies that control get +1/+1.
Yeah.
And I can pay 2 and tap him to get to give menace to all zombies I control until end of turn.
Nice.
And he's a 2/3. So I'm gonna pass turn with that.
Okay, draw a card. Play a swamp. And then pay 3 to play a Urza's Incubator.
Ooh.
So it costs 3. When it comes into play, choose a creature type. I'm going to choose demons.
Yeah,
And then demons of the demons cost 2 less to play. So that even includes if you have them as well. But demons will now cost 2 less, and then I will pass.
All right, cool. Untap, upkeep, draw. So I'm gonna play a forest, and for 4 I'm gonna cast my commander, SIDISI, BROOD, TYRANT. So she has an ETB. I'm gonna take the top 3 of my library and put it into my graveyard, and if I put one more creature, I'm gonna create a 2/2 zombie. So 1, 2, 3. So I mailed the Mikael the Unallowed, the Diagraph Captain, and the Buried Alive. So I'm gonna create a 2/2 zombie, which is gonna be a 3/3 because of the Lord.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go into. Oh, by the way, she also does the mill 3 when she attacks. Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever she attacks, I also mill the top 3.
Wow.
I'm gonna go into my combat phase and swing you for 2 with the Lord of the Accursed.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
38.
turn.
All right then. Untap. Draw a card. Play a swamp. Could play the commander. I might play this instead. So this is going to cost me 4 because demons cost 2 less. I'm going to play Nefarox, Overlord of Grixis. So it's a 5/5 flying, exalted. So whenever it attacks alone, it becomes a 6/6. And then whenever it attacks alone, defending player sacrifices a creature.
Oh Lord! All right.
And it's a flyer as well. And pass.
All right. So I'm gonna untap, upkeep, and draw. So whenever he attacks alone, I have to sacrifice a creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna play a Breeding Pool tapped.
Yep.
Which is a Forest Island, and for 4 I'm gonna play Parallel Lives.
Oh,
so
no.
whenever I create, okay, so you know what it does?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay, untap. Draw a card. I think now I'll play my commander. So another 6/6 flying. This is 6/6 flying.
Yeah.
And then I will attack with Nefarox on his own. So he becomes a 6/6, and you have to sacrifice a creature when he attacks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sacrifice a zombie token.
And as a result of that dying because of my commander, I draw a card and lose a life.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic because I missed my land drop.
And I'm gonna take 5, right?
6 because he
No,
attacks.
6.
Yeah.
Good, so he has the Exalted for himself. So I'm gonna go down to 34.
And then the end step, I'll play my land, which I didn't play.
Oh, nice. You draw it off your Commander's trigger?
I'll draw the land off that, yeah.
Nice.
And then pass.
Alright, so I'm gonna untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright, so I'm gonna, for 5, so
No.
I'm gonna play a Corpse Connoisseur.
Yeah.
So what he does is whenever he enters the battlefield, I can search my library for a card and put it into my graveyard.
Oh, God.
And then I'm gonna go and fetch Wonder. I don't know if you know the card.
Yeah, it gives everything flying, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put Wonder into my graveyard. Since I put a card from my library into my graveyard, my SIDISI will trigger, and I'm gonna create 1 zombie, which is doubled by parallel life. So I'm gonna create 2 zombies.
Cool. Love it.
And shuffling back up. And then I'm gonna play my land for turn, which is a Water Grave tapped.
Okay.
Gonna pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw a card. So you now have flying.
Yep, all my creatures have flying.
Okay. Still have to sack if I attack though, which is right. So I'm gonna pay 3 mana to play a Royal Assassin. So this can tap and destroy target tapped creature.
Nice. All right.
And then I'll pay 2 to play a Treasure Map, which allows me to scry and then put a counter on it. Do you know what it does? Yeah.
Treasures and shit.
Yeah. So yeah. And then I will attack with Nefarox. So you have to sacrifice creature.
I'm gonna sacrifice the Corpse Connoisseur.
Okay, I lose a life and draw a card.
He's a 6/6 now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna block with my 2 3/3 zombies because of the Lord.
Yep. So this will die. Your 2 creatures will die, so I lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. And do I play a land that turn? 5 lands. How many lands do you have?
I've got 6.
So I haven't played a land this turn then. And then I'll play a swamp. Okay, and then I'll pay 1 and then scry 1 with treasure map. That can stay on top. And then I'll pass.
Alright. So I'm gonna untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay 4, so 1 black, 1 green, and 2 colorless. To play an Acolyte of Affliction.
Yeah.
So he's a human cleric. Whenever he enters the battlefield, I mill myself for 2, and then I can return a permanent card from my graveyard to my hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mill 2. Okay, so I didn't get a creature, so I don't have a SIDISI trigger. And then I'm gonna return Mesmeric Orb to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 2, I'm gonna play Mesmeric Orb. So whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller put the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
Whenever a permanent, yeah?
Yeah, so it lands, artifact, everything. Whenever you untap a permanent.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass turn.
So I untap 7 permanents. Keep my treasure map. So Swamp, Basalt Monolith, Swamp, Bontu's Monument, all ramp, swamp, 5.
Oh.
Overseer of the Damned.
Alright.
Thyrexian Obliterator. Untap, then draw. Okay, play a swamp. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Thyrexian Obliterator. Okay. Oh wow, that's really worked in my favour, I think. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, black and 4 mana.
Oh lord.
For Profane Command, where X is 4. So I get to choose 2 of these. So first of all, I'm going to return target creature converted mana cost 4 or less from my graveyard from the battlefield. So if Phyrexian Obliterator comes out.
Alright, what does he do?
So he's a 5/5 trample. Whenever a source deals damage to him, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents.
Oh, okay.
That's so if you damage him, you have to sacrifice that many permanents.
Yeah, okay.
And then the second ability is going to give your Sidisi -4/-4.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then I draw a card and lose a life because that creature died. And then I'll use that 1 mana left to scry 1. It's probably going to go into the grave anyway, so I'll just leave it there. Well, it is going to go into the grave, so I'm going to put that Mesmeric Orb, which is a shame. And then I'll attack with... Will this die if I swing at you? If you double block? No.
I've got 4 power on the board right now.
I'll swing with this then. 6/6 flying.
I'll take 6. So I'll go down to 28.
Okay, and then pass.
Right, so untap, upkeep, draw. Alright. Alright. So sorry, I untapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 permanents. I'm gonna mill myself for 6.
Could have been another load of zombies if Sidisi was out, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Flying zombies as well.
Yeah, through that. So I had a Cryptbreaker, Swamp Island, a World Shaper, and Relentless Dead, and a Dread Return.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I draw a card. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna play a forest. A forest. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick thinking time. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay 3, 2 colorless and a swamp for a Diagraph Colossus, which enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each zombie card in my graveyard. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 zombies in my graveyard, so it's going to enter with 5 +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah.
And whenever I cast a zombie spell, I put a 2/2 black zombie token onto the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
And for 4, I'm going to play Endless Ranks of the Dead, which states at the beginning of my upkeep, I put X plus X 2/2 black zombies onto the battlefield, where X is half the number of zombies I control rounded down.
Okay.
But now, because of Parallel Life, I basically double all my zombies.
Yeah, that's going to get out of hand.
And what should I do? And then I have Dread Return in my graveyard. So I'm gonna sacrifice 2 creatures so you can draw 2 and lose 2 life.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna sacrifice 2 creatures to pay for its flashback cost. And you know what Dread Return does, right?
Yeah, return target creatures in graveyard to the battlefield, yeah.
So I'm gonna return World Shaper from my graveyard to the battlefield. What he does is whenever he attacks, I mill the top 3 of my library. And if he dies, I return all lands I control from my graveyard onto the battlefield.
Nice.
I have currently 5 or 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lands in my graveyard right now.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna pass turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go into the grave. Thran Dynamo, Swamp, Consuming Vapors, Swamp, Basilisk Collar, Hex, Ruinous Path, and Swamp. And then draw a card. Okay, so Swamp. Obviously.
Of course. No surprise there.
Oh, this treasure map has 2 counters on it because I've done it twice. So
yeah, it pops at the 3rd, right?
yeah, so I'm going to do that now. So pay 1, tap, scry 1. That can go to the bottom. Now it blows up. So
yeah. When it flips tapped though, right?
yeah, it does. Yeah, so I still create the treasures, but this is now a land which is tapped. So I've got 3 treasures down there.
All right.
Okay, right.
Your commander is hard against the sacrifice deck. I feel you've grown so much from me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any permanents dying on my opponents it's great. Just draw loads of cards.
It's a good commander. I love all the demons.
Yeah, I mean this is like 35 cents. This commander. And,
oh really?
And it's every time I've played it, it's just works really well. But to be fair, it hasn't been removed though. Any time I've played it, it hasn't really been removed straight away because people just think it's not really bothering me. It can just stay there, but it does a lot of work.
Yeah, I get it. It's like unseen work.
Yeah.
Didn't Liliana had like 4 demon lords though? Like Gerzelbrand, Ralzaket, Bells
and Lock. Yeah, Bells and Lock, and then this one.
Yours?
Yeah.
She killed them all though. In Amonkhet, she killed the last one, didn't she?
Yeah.
That was. Did you read the short story for that? Sorry to interrupt your turn.
No, that's right. No, I haven't read it. No, I want to read it though because I just love demons. That's my favorite creature type.
It's one of the best MTG short stories I've read because they were in the midst of like the plane being destroyed by Nicol Bolas.
Yeah.
So everything was dying, and she was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna raise the whole plane to kill a demon. That was insanely good.
Yeah, that's quality. Yeah,
Razaketh.
That's right. No, it's fine. I love Razaketh. I don't know why he's not in here because I do have Razaketh. I'm not sure why he's not in this one. To be fair,
he's a nice guy. Sacrifice, pick to life, and fetch, right?
Yeah. Fetch whatever you want.
Yeah. He's like kind of a free tutor. Okay, sorry. Go on.
That's right. I'm participating as well. Sacrifice these 3 treasures for 3 black mana to play Yeheni Undying Partisan.
Oh.
So he's a 2/2 with haste. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, he gets a counter. Yeah. And then tacked on, it says sacrifice a creature, he gains indestructible till end of turn.
Yeah.
And then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Play 5 to play a Dictate of Erebos. So whenever one of my creatures dies, one of yours dies. You have to sacrifice a creature.
Oh lord, yeah. I know very much what it does.
So I'm going to sacrifice the Royal Assassin to Yeheni. So then you have to sacrifice a creature.
I'm going to sacrifice the World Shaper and then return all the lands from my graveyard onto the battlefield.
Yep. And then I draw a card and lose a life. And then I'm going to sacrifice the... unless I can... Yeah, sod it. I'll sacrifice the Obliterator to Yeheni.
And I don't have a choice. I'll sacrifice the Diagraph Colossus.
Okay, I draw a card and lose a life. And then Yeheni is now 4/4. So he's got 2 counters. And he also has haste as well.
Yeah, there's that.
Can't do anything else with my mana because the treasure map's gone. So I'm going to attack for 10.
Oof, that's a big hit. I'll take it.
And then I will pass.
Alright, I'm gonna untap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 permanents. So I'm gonna mill myself for 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Cool.
You want me to tell you everything I mill? So that's 4 land, 5 land. I've got Grim, Noxious Gearhawk, Modrotha, Golgari Grave Troll, Jihad's Orders, Soaring, and then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, nice.
So, Grave Troll, I can dredge 6 with him.
All right.
Which I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna replace my draw instance by dredge. So I'm gonna dredge 6 more. 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Land, Liliana, Grave Titan, Scourge of Neltha, and 2 lands.
Wow.
Alright. So for 5, I'm gonna play Sidisi Undead Visor.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna explore yourself to tutor for a card.
Yeah.
Alright, and then for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm gonna play Golgari Grave Troll. So it enters on the battlefield with a +1/+1 for each creature in my graveyard.
It's a lot of creatures.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 17 flying.
Oh yeah, flying as well. Wow, okay.
Yeah, because of a wonder in my graveyard.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to crack both my fetches to go find a swamp and an island. I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, I draw 2 cards, lose 2 life because you cracked your lands.
Oh, right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, whenever a permanent as well.
Yeah, that's good.
So untap these creatures. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mills. Lightning Greaves, Swamp, Manascape Refractor, Swamps, that's 5, Soul Ring 6, Swamp 7, Demon 8, Swamp 9, draw card. Okay. Right. Now that is interesting. How much life do you have?
18.
Right. Demons cost 2 less still, so this is going to cost 8 mana. Wow, okay. So I'm going to pay 8. Is it 8?
Here he comes.
No, sorry, it's 7. Yeah, because it costs 9 to play normally. No, 10. It is 8. So I'm going to play Dread. No, I won't do that. I won't do it yet. No, I have to do it now. I play Dread Kako Demon. When it enters, if I cast it from my hand, destroy all creatures your opponents control.
Ouch, that hurts.
So Yeheni will get a counter, then I will lose a life and draw a card. and then tap all other creatures I control. So I have to tap these, unfortunately. But that's an 8/8. And then I've got 1 mana left. Nothing I can do with that, I don't think. No. And then I have to go to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Discard Netherborn Altar, Burnished Heart, and Halo Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then pass turn.
Alright. Untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 again.
Look at that self-mill. Outrageous.
Yeah, I told you it was self-mill. So, a ton of lands. Some artifacts, some creatures. So, Genesis. At the beginning of my upkeep, if he's in my graveyard, I can pay 3 and return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh.
Scarab God, Undead Augur, and then like 5 lands and a Harpet Sword, Pirate Piece, which I can pay 2 to sacrifice and shuffle my graveyard into my library.
Oh yeah, it's a good card, that one.
So what?
It's a good card, that Perpetual Timepiece.
Yeah, and I can actually tap him to mill myself, which is
Yeah.
Alright. Then I'm gonna draw. This is not what we wanted, but we'll do with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for 6, I'm gonna play SIDISI, BROOD, TYRANT. So I'm gonna mill myself for 3.
Yeah.
2, 3. Oof, no creatures though.
Damn.
Missed the trigger. So I put a Stitch Together and an Entomb, which is kind of really freaking bad.
Yeah.
And then for 5, I'm gonna play a Doom Whisperer.
Doom Whisperer would only cost you 3 because of the incubator, because he's a demon.
Oh right, he's a demon. Sorry. So for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 3, I'm gonna play a Doom Whisperer. Right, I forgot he was a demon. So I guess you know what he does, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
I
he's
can
good.
take 2 life, Surveil 2, Filing, Trample 6/6.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards this time. Darksteel Plate 1, Hedron Archive 2, Swamp 3, Decree of Pain 4, Unstable Obelisk 5, Obnixilis 6, Swamp 7, Swamp 8, Manalith 9, Swamp 10, and draw. Okay, right. God, that's ridiculous. Your creatures are still flying as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all flying. But the Doom Whisperer has flying onto himself.
Right, so how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Okay. Right, I think I can do that. Right, so first of all, I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to play a Cauldron of Souls. So I can tap it, and I can choose a number of target creatures. They all gain persist until end of turn. So when it dies, if it had no counters on it, I return it to the battlefield with a -1 counter on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 to play a Palladium Mere, which just taps to add 2 mana, colorless mana.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to use Yeheni's Trigger, but then giving the Dread Kako Demon and the Palladium Mere persist. So I'm going to sack them both to Yeheni.
Alright. So as an answer to that trigger, I'm going to pay 2 life and Surveil 2.
Yeah.
Which is look at the top 2 cards and you know what it does.
Yeah.
I'm going to put, and I can put any number So I'm gonna put one back and one on top and one on top of my library and one in my graveyard, which is the creature. And I'm gonna create a zombie token, which is doubled by the parallel lives because of SIDISI.
Yeah. So that then. Yes.
And then I'm gonna sacrifice them both.
Yeah. So I draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. And then
You come back because of persist.
yeah, they'll die, so they'll come back with a -1 counter on them. Just get those. Sack them again, aren't I? Yeah. Well, yeah. This gets 2 counters because 2 of your creatures died. Then I'm going to sack the Palladium Mirror again.
Oh, go ahead, continue.
So I can't give it persist this time. So then obviously you'd have to sack a creature.
Yeah, so again, I'm gonna surveil 2. I'm gonna put both into my graveyard, and there's a Gerard Golgari Lich Lord in there, so I'm gonna create again 2 zombie tokens, and I'm gonna sacrifice 1 to your arable trigger.
Okay, draw a card, lose a life. And then I'm gonna have to use your Henny again, so sacrifice the Dread Kako Demon.
I'm gonna sacrifice a zombie.
Draw a card, lose life. And then I think I'm going to have to sack my commander as well. Because your Henny's going to now be a 10-10. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do that. I'm going to sack my commander to your Henny. So
as an answer, I'm gonna pay 2 life to surveil 2.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put 1 into my graveyard, which is a creature, and not the other one on top. And I'm gonna create 2 zombies, and I'm gonna sacrifice 1.
Yeah. Draw a card, lose life. Oh, no, I don't do that anymore because he's not there. And then yeah, I attack for 10.
How much mana you have on tap right now?
Just 1.
And Henny's a 10-10, right?
Yeah. But he's indestructible because I've sacked loads of creatures this turn.
Oh, right. And he doesn't have trample.
No.
So I'm gonna block the flying zombie.
Yep.
Right.
And then pass.
Before the end of your turn, I'm gonna pay 2 life to surveil 2. I'm gonna put both into my graveyard, create 2 zombies. I'm gonna do it again because I'm a greedy motherfucker. I'm gonna put both again into my graveyard, create 2 zombies. Let's do it again, shall we? Let's put both into my graveyard. There's no creature, and one more time just because I feel like it. We are gonna put both into the graveyard and create 2 more zombies. And also at the end of the turn, I'm gonna flood 3 mana for no reason whatsoever.
Okay.
Untap, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 again.
Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have, oh lord, so I have 1 creature, which is going to be 2 zombie, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures, so that's going to be 14 zombies, and then I have a Concordant Crossroad, Victimize, Polluted Delta, and the Forest.
Okay.
Because each instance of the land untapping mills 1, and it's whenever you mill, so because of the Mesmer Report, each land creates a zombie, but now they're doubled because of parallel lives.
Nice.
So yeah. So now I'm going to create 14. Just gonna put a token with 14 on top because that's way too much. Way too many. So those are all summoning sickness since they just entered. Those are all able to attack since they entered at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna draw my card, which is not that nice. How much life you at?
22.
Fuck!
I think you're just short of killing me, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I counted in French, but I got 21 damage right now.
Damn.
I'm gonna play. Wait. 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I got you. So for 4, I'm gonna play Liliana Untouched by Death. Do you know what she does?
I can't remember. I can't remember what she does now.
So +1, and as I put the top 3 cards of my library into my graveyard. If one of them is a zombie, each opponent loses 2 life and I gain 2.
Yeah.
-2 is target creature gets -X until the turn where X is the number of zombies I control.
Yeah.
And -3 is I can cast zombie cards from my graveyard this turn, and she comes with 4 loyalty.
Nice.
So I'm gonna -3 her, so I'm now able to cast zombie cards from my graveyard. And for 4 more mana, I'm gonna cast Undead War Chief, which gives all my zombies +2/+1.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know if I want to cast anything else though. Maybe I could. I mean, yeah. I don't think it's gonna matter that much, but
Yeah, I've got no creatures to block with 1 mana left open.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's just do it. So I'm gonna swing with 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 27, 29. Then I have a CDC trigger. So 1, 2, 3. So and I have another creature, so another 2 other zombie coming. So that would be 29 damage, combat damage.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed by a horde of zombies at the end.
Oh lordy!
Lordy.
I'm at freaking 4 life, bro. You scared me for most of it, to be honest.
That was right down to the wire, that was. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to fare so well in 1v1.
That was good.
What,
Very
yours too? You had such card draw engine.
Yeah, I know. It's very underrated, that card.
It's really good though. It's 35 cents.
35 cents, yeah.
And it's whenever a permanent dies.
Whenever a permanent owned by another player is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card, lose a life. Yeah, so if in a 3-player game, it could be even worse, like drawing loads of cards.
Multiplayer can get really out of hand real quick.
Yeah, so you could lose a lot of life, but I do have stuff in there to gain me life, like Basilisk Collar and Whip of Erebos and stuff. So
yeah, some lifelink stuff, right?
There are some lifelink stuff in there, but yeah, I really like it for the fact it's just a fun deck. I think it works quite well.